And we are live. Hello. This is what happens when you switch up your days. Nobody realizes you're going live. Hey, Renegade. How's it going, sir? It's good to see you. Uh, yeah, the days got goofed up because everybody wants to order stuff on Amazon for Prime Day, which is now 2 days, which doesn't make sense. Um, and okay, so it's called Prime Day. It's actually 2 days, but for us, it's more like a whole week, if not a little more. Our volume goes up and it stays up for days, usually about a week or so. So I actually just got back today, this evening, from Cincinnati. They're short-handed. Why, with labor the way it has been for just about everybody recently, everybody's switching jobs and changing around and trying to get more money. So they're short, and I went down there to help them out for a few days and pulled an extra day I wasn't planning on pulling, so I had to work down there until today, and then I came back. Sounds like I might be going back down there for a day or so next week too, but that shouldn't be as bad. Just kind of like a quick in and out kind of thing. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons I didn't live stream last night, because I was in my hotel room with just my cell phone. And if I remember right, I've done a couple of those, and they never re. Come on, phone. What are you doing? There we go. They they never really go well because I can't see the comments. I can't do any of this fun uh, beer cam stuff. Oh, beer cam. We got the red, white, and blue. Keeping it classic tonight, Budweiser. I'm actually going to. I don't know how it'll affect the live streams, but I'm gonna. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. You know what I mean? And I think the empty calories are starting to get to me. I'm getting fat, getting the man boobs, and all this stuff going on. So I'm gonna start trying to work out and do some some toning up at the very least on some of this. And I think cutting out some of the beer. I might still be able to drink on like Wednesdays for live stream night, but it's going to be diminished as far as the other days of the week. Like right now, I probably shouldn't be drinking, but it's in the fridge, so I'm nothing going on. I have nothing to do, so I'm gonna sip tonight. I've earned it. But uh, interesting development, and I don't. I feel like I told you guys about this a little bit. I put in for, it's not really a promotion. I consider it a promotion. Most people would, but it's more of a lateral move. I put in for a work. Now I know. Oh Jesus, Karam Singh. Oh, just subscribed. Oh, that's cool. Normally I don't get the subscribers during live stream, so that's really nice. That's cool. Round shape. Yes, we are all in a little bit of round shape. I think after like 30, 35, 30, maybe you'll wing it, but like I think around 35 it's just inevitable. If you're not keeping up on it, you're going to start packing on some weight, cuz I never remember my face looking this round. I used to like actually have a jawline, and it's disappeared. So anyway, I put in for this position at work. It's a work from home job. I know. I know what you're thinking. Definitely not what I'm used to, but it's doing a lot of the procurement and scheduling and stuff like that, like kind of admin, but you still need to be tech savvy on it. Ordering equipment if needed, whatever have you. Inventory, that kind of stuff, metrics. Um, so I put in for it, and there's no official word back yet. But I'm a good candidate for the position, and they need somebody. So I think if I had to bet, it's probably like a 60-40. I think they're going to offer it to me. And if they offer it to me, I am going to take it. So I will finally get this damn office into order, because I will have to. Because I am going to have to separate my personal stuff here from the work stuff, which I haven't quite decided yet, but I think is going to be back there, maybe. Um, it's got to be separate. I can't have the work station sitting here near this, because this has all my bookmarks and all the stuff that my crypto, all that kind of stuff. So I will want to stare at it. It will distract me. So I'm going to the complete other side of the room, and I'm going to set up like another little office workspace over there. That's, if I get the position, that's my idea. So I won't have to commute on a regular basis. I may have to visit sites from time to time, but I plan on exercising every morning a little bit, not much at first, get into the swing of things, but and then focus on that. So it should be pretty interesting from that perspective. So I think I will hear I will hear in a little while, maybe like a couple of weeks. I think tops like a month. Um, I'll hear whether or not I'm going to get this offer, and then we'll go from there. But for now, it's business as usual. So why work like hell when to have a six pack when you already have a keg? The keg is better, yes, it is. But the ladies don't always think so. And though I am the definition of boring, um, I can't help but think that being in a little better shape, like I used to be, I don't know, 5 years ago or whatever, it can't hurt me, right? It can't hurt me. So, and that, and I pretty much quit smoking. I don't know how long it's been. I didn't think about it. My cigarette making supplies are sitting over here, and they have been longer than I can think. And there's tobacco and there's stuff. I wouldn't smoke it now because it's been sitting around so long, but it's been sitting there, constant temptation or whatever, and I haven't done it. I'm just doing the little vape things. And I know this is not like the best substitute, but it's not smoking. I might die of pneumonia or something, but not cancer in 20 years or whatever. So I haven't been smoking, so that makes me feel better. I want to expand on that and try to get the physical a little better too. Plus, I have decent muscle mass in general, so it shouldn't take too much for me to kind of tone up. I wouldn't think. The stomach might take a little bit to lose, but as far as toning up and stuff, that should go really easy. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, we are going to do the normal. I don't know how long I'll be on here. It's not my normal night, so my normal crowd is not going to be here. Oh, and by the way, Renegade, I did get an email earlier, not the hoodie, but the coffee mug, from what I could tell, is on the way. So the coffee mug's ready and it's on the way. I think it sounds like the hoodie's going to take slightly longer, but the coffee mug is en route. And let's think about this. I'm at home. If I get this work from home job, I can sip on coffee till noon. out of an actual coffee cup, because like at work I take like a thermos thing. It works, but it's not ideal. Um, Much rather just walk to the kitchen and refresh my cup and then carry on. So that's the plan. Renegade's Garage coffee cup added to the collection. So, uh, yeah, we're going to look at Reddit. We're going to scroll through here, see what we find. Normal entertainment. I do have to say this. At the current point in time, it sounds like Brad and I, somewhere, whether that's here or that's on his channel, I don't know. It sounds like this coming Tuesday, we're going to try to get together for a live stream and make fun of a bunch of TikTok videos. I guess. I don't know. It's his idea, and I am going to help him in such. Sometimes I can be funny. Hopefully the videos carry the conversation, but we'll see. And yeah, so that should be next Tuesday. Now, he said, if I remember right, I think we're shooting for 9 Central Time, which is like 10 for me. So, I will say, I know I have to work the next morning. So, I don't know. I'll be on for, I would imagine, most of it. Brad's lives are usually a little shorter, though. So, maybe like an hour. I don't know. We'll see. God knows I lose sleep for less important reasons on a regular basis. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, since we don't have a lot going on in the chat except Renegade being awesome, we are going to get over to the desktop and the Reddit. So our tools, as usual, and the first thing we come across is this. Some box wrenches. I'm guessing. Hold on, let's take a better look at this because they look cheap. I don't. Wait, no, there's some stamping on there. Hold on, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Can we? You bastard. Okay, so I can't see the stamping, but there is stamping of some kind just there on the handle. So they're actual wrenches. And it looks like he used some rustic hardware. I'm kind of wondering, though, what did he do? Did he weld, like, the back side of them? He had to do something. Otherwise, they wouldn't stay. So, anyhow, that looks pretty cool. I do like that. I don't know. It looks like this is, like, some kind of, not restoration, but, like, rustic-looking building. You see like sheet metal, what looks like corrugated sheet metal here in the back. Yeah, but either way, it looks cool. I like it. And that's interesting. Like maybe in the future, I'll try to remember that. Oh Jesus, you're on TikTok, Renegade? I haven't done it, and I'll tell you why I haven't done it. And it's kind of weird. It's because I still see all the stuff. I still see stuff on YouTube. I see people sharing stuff on Facebook. There's a bunch of it here on Reddit. Like, I don't feel I have to go over to TikTok to see the TikTok stuff. Now, if I wanted to specifically search and all this, that, and the other, but to my knowledge, it's a bunch of like, more than likely like, borderline underage girls shaking their asses and stuff like, I don't need those kinds of problems. So, I mean, I see some of the videos and stuff anyway through other social medias. I don't really feel the need to actually go over there and sign up. Oh, so here's this guy with what looks like, I'm guessing that's a Bosch Orbital sander. I don't know what grit he's got on that, but damn, that's got to be like 80 grit or something. Otherwise, yeah, that's got to be like 80 grit because he's just tearing through that wood. Yeah, that's got to be like 80 grit. Like, okay, but hold on. Oh, I scrolled the mouse to the wrong place. But let's talk about this for a second. Where is he? Where is he? He's outside on a deck. Why does he have the dust collector hooked? Like, why? I mean, I get it. Maybe it's keeping a little bit out of the pad. Maybe, but like, why? That I don't understand. I don't see a point in that. I would just sand away and leaf blower everything away. Like when you're done, it's nature. You're robbing nature of its dust. Anyhow, moving on. Okay, new tool day. Milwaukee likes to bless some of their bigger manufacturing companies in Wisconsin with tool sets to try out and give feedback to them. I was one of the lucky apprentices to get one. Ew. Oh, okay, those are the ratcheting wrenches. Now, I think I'm going to zoom in here. I think these have teeth. Yeah, they got the teeth. Look at that. Look at that. They're anti-slip design. Now, they're standard, but it goes from 1/4 inch. It doesn't look like there's any skips. 1/4 inch, yep, 11/16, 13, yeah, 15/16, 1 inch, all the way up to 1 inch on a ratcheting wrench. That's not bad. It's really not. That's a quality set. I don't know about the damn. I can't even see what they call it. I can't. Are they the long handle? Yeah, I think they are long. Well, no, they're just standard length. But I don't know about that anti-slip shit. A lot of people say it mars up your fasteners and things. So, eh. I mean, I don't know about that, but other than that, they look great. I like it. That's really cool to get it for free through some kind of review program or whatever that is that he's got going on there. That is, didn't we see this guy before, or maybe it's a different guy posting his little flush cut saws, and I think we even looked them up. The ones that we saw. Now these are those are nice. Those are gonna last a while. You must do a lot of woodworking if you need those. I don't even know if I've seen Brad with one of those. I'm sure he has one, but I can't say that I've seen him actually use it. Not that I remember. Uh-oh. And then, okay, so this looks like the same set, but not ratcheting. So, I mean, I guess it's take your pick, right? These have the strength for busting things loose with the Boxton. The other ones had the ratchet. Not too bad. Probably seems like maybe a guy that got them for free too, since it seems like that time. New tool SD. I don't understand what the S is. Precision Instruments torque wrenches. I don't know who Precision Instruments is. Never heard of them. But that one looks like a digital. That one's what, a split beam? The 1/2 inch, 3/8 and 1/4, I'm guessing. Not too bad. I mean, I don't see any certificates with them, but That doesn't mean, well, there's paperwork in that one. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have them. I'm sure they have something. All the good ones, you consistently get calibrated, what, like every, I think it's like every year. If you're in aircraft maintenance, though, I think it's every 6 months per FAA. Yeah, about the flex tools. So, if I remember correctly, I'd have to look back. Now, time is still of the issue. But if I remember correctly, I posted that video on Saturday night. We'll call it Sunday morning. So, Sunday, maybe even Saturday. I think 7 days is fine. The video's probably, in all honesty, it's got probably all the views it's going to get. But I'm going to pick a winner then. And like I said, I will reply on somebody's comment, whoever won. And like, I got to be snappy because I got to get these things sent back out to whoever wins them so they can activate that warranty. So that's coming very soon. And there's not too many comments. I think the last time I checked, it had like 31 views on the video and only like 14 comments. And I know Budget Tools commented twice. So there's only like a handful of people in the drawing anyway. Which is kind of how I like it, right? It gives everybody a better chance. Tekton hard-handled screwdrivers. They don't look too bad. I don't know how they look funny to me. I'm sure that they're fine. Just the shape of that handle just looks a little... I don't know. Maybe it's the square. I don't care how much you round the edges. It still doesn't feel the way I'd like it to feel. I usually want something a little more round, or the old classic hex. I will say this, with screwdrivers, I've noticed this a lot lately. I'm not liking like the skinnier handles, like your old style, the six point or whatever, the old like acetate handles on Craftsman and things. The Craftsmen are a little thicker, but the cheaper you go down the line, they get thinner and thinner. That's not always a good thing. And I have small hands, and it kind of bothers me. I like something a little thicker. Oh, Bill made it. No, I haven't done the drawing yet. I was just talking about that. I'm going to do it Saturday. So you have 2 days. And there's still not a lot of people entered. So your odds are very high. So do not fret. You have just as good a chance as anyone else to win the tools. I actually haven't even boxed them back up yet. They're still sitting over there on the old table. So, not what's usually seen on here, but these are the tools I use every day. I don't know what the hell that is. It looks like a stamper to me. Oh, yeah. I think it's a stamper. And then, so here's a line. I'm going to call it a stick. The marking stick. And then he's got the little husky tool bag. And I've learned something. The tool bags like this and others, they're actually highly used, right? But it's got to be in the right circumstances. You basically have to be like a contractor or reporting technician. I've seen a lot of people carrying stuff like this around. Like, you don't really think they sell as much as they do, but they do. And I don't know why. I see more guys with what I'm going to call, I like to call this like the duffel bag style. Sue me, that's what I call it. Tote bag, whatever you want to call it. But I see more guys with these than I do the backpacks. And maybe, you can fit some bigger stuff in it. I just like the backpacks better. Especially something like the Olsa backpack. Thing's freaking huge. Like, legitimately huge. You can fit all kinds of stuff in there. But That's an above average backpack, right? So most normal backpacks aren't going to give you the storage space that one of these are. I get that. But these, I'm surprised the more and more I look around and actually take notice, uh, I just see these style tote bags a lot more than I ever thought. I never really thought anybody bought them. They seem almost useless. Apparently, I'm not in the right field. Uh-oh, black and blue. Somebody got the Matco. That looks nice. I like the black and blue. And it is I'm guessing it's the half inch. I can't tell on that. But it's the flex head. It kind of looks like the half inch. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Yes, I do realize you will wake up tomorrow and think it's Thursday, and then you can re-catch the Thursday live stream. That's how it works. That's what's going to happen here. No, yeah. It was work. I was in a hotel room. I did, though, and this was nice. This was actually very nice. When I got off of work finally and got back to the hotel, which is right on the river in Kentucky, it's where I forced them to put me up because it's a pretty nice hotel and I've gotten used to staying there. So I forced them to send me here. And I actually I knew I was probably going to miss the stream, right? Because I didn't have my computer set up and everything. Just had the work laptop, and of course none of this stuff is on there. So I knew I probably wasn't going to stream because streaming on mobile sucks. But I walked, down. Well, I'm going to call it downtown. It's the other side of the river, though. So I walked through Kentucky, down by the river, and went out to dinner, and then went to a beer store, liquor store thing. Got some beers, and went back to the hotel and watched some YouTube and whatever else. Um, it was a pretty good time, walking around, the nice weather, I really haven't done that a lot since all this BS started. So, and in a place where there's actually stuff to see and things going on, it was kind of nice, right? Just kind of like something different. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. But don't worry, it's coming. It's coming up. Yeah, how about you share the giveaway? Just one of you will have to buy a charger then, because there's two tools. You can fight over the big battery. That's what you can do. Ah, we got another joker. It's tough. It's real tough. I very much want these wrenches. I do. Not only are the price point is the main thing keeping me from them, but that, and there are a handful, and by handful I mean a lot of very bad reviews. Some people just don't like them. But I hear the same thing about the SK, what are they, the X frame? I hear that same stuff about them. So sometimes just being different is going to get you a little bit of hate, right? Speaking of hate, some guy, it was on one of my live streams. I don't even care to pull it up. It was on one of my live stream videos. I think the one from last week or whatever. Some dude randomly came in there talking about, you think you're something, and I watched your videos and they suck, and you only have 1,500 subscribers. You're just talking a bunch of trash, and I couldn't figure out why. I mean, I kind of laughed at it, but I couldn't figure out why, what prompted this guy to come on and he said I didn't know anything about anything, and something. I was never gonna be famous or something. I don't know. I don't know what his problem was, but he went off. good thing that you are forgiving kind of people. My phone keeps going off. Let me check this. Oh. Two seconds. Am I the only one that types out messages and like halfway through I'm tired of typing? Is that just me? Like some people send these like novels in text message form, and I look at that and I'm like, how did you even have the patience to type all that out? Anyhow, so yeah, you are forgiving people, and I appreciate that. But work this week has been, kind of crazy. I was down there, different site, It's one of the ones I was there when we launched it, so I'm familiar with it. That was never an issue, but a lot of stuff going on, playing catch up with the projects and where they're at, and trying to, accomplish whatever I could while I was there. So it was different. What was it? It was like Tuesday. I don't think I got out of there until like 4 something. Like, and I was trying to like run out the door, and it just wouldn't happen. Every time I tried, something else came up. It was ridiculous. Okay, let's see what this guy got. New tool day for him and his girlfriend. So I don't know what she's doing. This looks like a drill guide. It's not a pocket jig, but it's some kind of maybe a joint guide. This is something I think along the same line, some kind of guide. Obviously, another one of these little flush cut saws, some Bosch drill bits, and some Duradrill ENT. They look German though. Maybe. Or maybe it's like German Chinese. No. Chances are no. There's a whole separate, okay, so I was supporting the technicians that were on site. When I launch, generally, I'm more like the local support, right? When they're actually like doing the construction and the whole site's getting built and all that, and they're doing some of that, they have teams that travel the country doing that. One of my buddies that I work with, obviously, just got a job on that team. He hasn't started yet, but that's what he'll be doing, is going around and setting up sites like that. But when I do it, it was mainly the ones here in like my tri-state area, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, this area. When we would launch a building, I'd go support it if they needed assistance. I wish though, I've not really been east very much. Well, actually, I've not been really in any one direction too far. Mostly like plane trips. I kind of like to like drive through. Maybe one of these days here soon, I'll actually take a vacation and I'll do that. I'll drive like east. Um, I went to Jersey. That wasn't bad. Well, yeah. Who are we kidding? It was bad. It was Jersey in winter. Oh, horrible. But I was, and this was the upsetting thing. I was only there for like literally like a little over 24 hours. And New York was like right there. I could see it like just over, I guess that's the Hudson, maybe? I don't know. I think it's the Hudson. So it was just over the river, like you could see it, the skyline and everything. It was like so close. and I hate the idea of New York, but I still want to go, if that makes sense. Um, and I didn't get the chance on that trip. So, what did this guy do? Oh, I see. I see what he did. He's got a spare 10 millimeter. Wait, no. Six, what? Six? Six, why? Why six? I can't even think of the last time I used a six. Eight. Maybe. Maybe eight. Not six. And this definitely needs to be a 10 millimeter. Who are you kidding? Put it on a chain, you'll never lose it. I wonder how. I wonder. I wonder how if that's functional. Like if you can somehow pop it off there, I would want that to be a thing. And obviously this looks like it's not coming off, so I'm assuming this one isn't either. I mean, they're cute, but I don't like it because it's a 6 millimeter. You ruined it. Should be. See? And everybody's telling him. Yep. Everybody's telling him it should have been a 10. And I have to agree with that. It's like the some guys have the in case of emergency break glass like little thing on the wall with a 10 millimeter wrench and some sockets in it. And sadly it's true because it happens all the time. Okay, so here's somebody with some jokers. Now, those look slightly different. I don't see the paint on them. Okay, and he's saying the same thing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Here's a guy that spent the money. And he doesn't like, I mean, he's not impressed, we'll say. He is not impressed with the jokers. That's what gets me every time. That's like, I want to try them so bad, but everybody just says they're so lackluster. It's hard to justify spending the money. Lots of woodworkers over here on our tools, which is fine. You know, it's our tools, so that's cool. But what is that? The little, they have an M12 3/8 impact? Really? Huh. Is it 3/8? Let's zoom in on that. Yeah, that's got to be 3/8. Huh. I might have to check that out. I don't have one. That'd be great for like your smaller stuff. Compact. Yeah, mostly compact. It looks like the M12 stuff is generally smaller. Definitely would get into some places where your normal half-inch impact wouldn't. Uh-oh. I see a chuck. A bunch of other stuff. You have to clean some of that up, but it looks like a bunch of good machinist tools. Kind of like a hodgepodge. Hopefully he can put them to some use, though. Might even be like half a whole thing. Kinda. Looks like it might be. So I see many pieces. Obviously, I don't see like a motor or a stand, really. Interesting. Oh, happy birthday, Bill. I did not realize. Well, and I wasn't here. Happy belated birthday. I'm sure you're like, what, 53 years young now? Guy found a snap-on wrench just laying on the side of the road. That's pretty sweet. It sounds like it works. It looks like it's a little rough. See some rust and some stuff. But yeah, you can't go wrong with that price. Actually, this is like the second one in a couple of weeks that guys have found tools on the side of the road. Wave cutter Forstner bits from Fish. That's some quality stuff. Damn. 16 pieces. Okay. $300 though. Damn. That's high end. That's definitely not your Harbor Freight stuff. M18 half inch. Uh-oh. Yep, you will need that eventually, as the man says. Your birthday was the 5th. Now, see, I almost now think you both are trolling for the tools, but I know you're not. Well, happy birthday, Renegade. I guess we missed that. Wait, I can't remember if you said something about that or not in the live stream. I don't think you did, though. Happy birthday. We're all getting old, one day at a time. It just doesn't stop. I saw this thing on, like, you know, you're scrolling through Facebook or whatever, which maybe you don't know. But you see ads for all kinds of dumb stuff. And I saw an ad for, I don't want to call it a death calendar, but it was a life calendar, broke down into weeks, and every week was like a square, and it was your, a projected human life, whatever, in format, and so it shows you how much time you have left, I guess, is like the idea behind it, but it's kind of a little mortifying, I guess. Like, knowing that odds are you won't even make it to the end of the calendar. And that if you do make it to the end of the calendar, you're probably going to have to add a bunch of extra blocks at the bottom because you'll live to like 100. So, yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean, I get what it's like trying to motivate you maybe to like do stuff and accomplish things, but it's in a weird way. What do we have here? Did anybody know what street rides tools are or where they come from? Well, that... Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. That looks like some garage or something thought it was cool to get their name stamped into some cheap Chinese crap. That's what I see. Yeah. And that's what they're saying. An old bucket of tools. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Huh. Somebody said they might be made by, or the old dead trademark is owned by Great Neck, which, yeah, okay, makes sense. Maybe they were trying to do something and it didn't work out. Matt is the baby next to us. What baby? Oh, yeah, baby compared to you guys, yeah. I haven't even hit 40 yet, and I feel like I have, but I haven't. Does like the feeling of being, I kind of figured by now I would feel more grown up than I am, I guess. I don't. I still feel like a grown-ass kid that just has a lot of responsibilities. Oh, yeah, you're 25. Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I'd kill to be 25 again. Ugh. Yeah, how have you been feeling, Renegade? Answer that question. Because that's an important one. Uh-oh. What is that? The long wrenches. Sealy? Sealy? Is that what that says? Sealy Professional Tools. They're the long, d- d- well, long boxed end. I don't like calling them double end. Um, yeah, the long boxed end, but they're not ratcheting or anything like what are the mountain wrenches that were so popular a while back, and then I think Steelman makes a set of those. But yeah, not bad. He probably didn't pay too crazy much for these either, considering that they're not ratcheting or anything. He probably got those for I'd say maybe 50, $60, considering the brand and everything. That's not too hateful. Somebody wants some impact rated hex bits. Somebody is saving the Duracraft Vice. Yeah, that's a big boy. See, and that's the other thing too. You can tell how strong some of these older bench vices are. Look at the jaws. Look how thick those are. That's made to actually be able to clamp down. One of these, current day cheap bullshit ones. Tell you what, I put something in one once, and I would go crazy, but I was tapping. I was trying to bend, the metal, reform it or whatever you want to call it, and it wasn't even thick gauge metal or anything crazy. And I'm tapping on the handle to try to get just a little more force out of it. I end up breaking the jaw of the whole vise. Snapped it because the metal's just so crappy. They really don't make stuff like they used to. Oh, okay. Hinge mate quick bit changer. Okay. Why? What? I don't understand why he put that there. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe that's the underside of a countertop or something. It doesn't actually look like a hinge though. It looks like angle. I don't understand. See what the other picture is. Nope. Still don't understand. Okay. Cool. 15-year-old carpet binding machine still runs like she just came off the I'm assuming he means line. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. And again, this is a common reoccurring theme in this area that we're in, is they just don't make them like they used to. None of the stuff today is made up to the standards of the old stuff. They really made things to last back then. They literally put themselves off the market by, selling good products. Like, planned obsolescence is a thing. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, Renegade. It really does. And I'm sorry to hear that. And then my phone goes off like crazy. A lot of times, man, a lot of times, like in any aspect. Obviously, yours currently is more health related, right? But even, mental health, right? Like for men, we always say we're fine. And sometimes it's true. But more often than not, it's not true. And we're not fine. But we have to be the strong ones. We have to be the pillar or the rock, or we just don't want to put those burdens on other people, so we always say we're fine. uh, it's tough, man. It is. And I genuinely hope that it gets better for you. Those doctors pull their heads out of their ass and come up with something that actually helps. Sealy tools are from the UK. Yeah, they looked like some obviously Chinese stuff. This guy got some kind of nut stuck, like threaded thing with nuts on it, stuck in his dad's ratcheting wrench. Oh, that's funny. Poor kid. Whack it with a hammer. That's cool. This guy still got his Bond Haas Allen keys, and they look like the long set. At least this one looks a little extra long. Um, from 1990, 31 years old, and still in great condition. Hasn't lost any. That's amazing. Sometimes we get lucky and we don't lose the 10 millimeter or that 3 millimeter metric hex key. Ugh. Vito Pro Pack. I know these are great tool bags, but they seem, I'm not saying for the money they're bad, but for the money they seem a little small to me. I guess it's supposed to be like, the toolbox version of a lunchbox kind of thing. You keep a lot of stuff in it. It'll get you through most jobs. Hopefully you won't have to run back to the truck kind of thing. But I know they're badass. I'm not debating that. I'm just saying they seem a little on the small side. But that's, I guess, kind of the point to a degree. Maybe. Oh. Anywho. SK. Oh, we got the stubby set. 10 millimeter and below are 6 point. 12 point for the big boys. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, and these don't cost that much on SK's website, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. No 18. He went 14, 16, 19, 20, 12, 10. Why would you get the 9? Or is that 8? I hope to God that's 8. Let's zoom in here and make sure. Oh no, they're double-ended. Oh, okay. That's why okay. My bad. I'm an idiot. Hey, that guy was right. I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, so yeah, they're double-ended because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's a good set. I wonder how much he paid for it. Wonder if they're on the SK Steals and Deals. They usually, I don't know if it's been the set. Maybe I saw the set at one point, but I know like some of the individual wrenches end up there, and those stubby double box ends are one of the ones that likes to end up there kind of often. Here's the WIA little micro bit ratchet. What does my boss want? No need to be in the same shelf. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No need to be in the picture. Yeah. Cool. Yay. Not in the picture. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you do? Flea market finds. Went to the flea market this weekend. Hand tool rescue. These are insulated. Linesman pliers, it looks like. Maybe cutters. Maybe they're cutters. That's a pair of... Well, they're like the snub nose cutters. I'm guessing that's like a stubby screwdriver. That one's got a weird handle on it. Let's look at that one. That's odd. It says something, but I can't make it out. It's like an acetate handle, but it's kind of like tan and smoked. Let's see. No, we can't see it over there either. He cleaned it up, obviously. Wow. Hold on. Look at that. Look at the job that he did on those cutters. That's what they were before, all rusty and crazy. He cleaned those up to look pretty new. That's nice. And found a pair of Baco Linesman Pliers, Baco crescent wrench or adjustable wrench, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he's got some nice finds here. Slightly angled crescent adjustable. That I like a lot. And he did a pretty good job on that one too. BA 8 Jorthco, Stockholm. Okay, so that's Swedish, right? That's a nice little. I mean, it doesn't look. I don't think he spent a whole lot, but that's pretty good finds. Like, you should be happy about that. What else do we got? Carlyle snap ring pliers. Nice. I heard you guys like $100 pliers. Yes, they do. We all do. Oh, thank God, Bill. Thank God. Lost the 1/4 inch flex head ratchet, the Mac. Yeah, no, you gotta find it or replace it. That's the rule. I don't like it either, but that's just the way it works. Like, you never borrow. Okay, if you borrow tools, you are assuming the liability for that tool. If it breaks under your tenure, you lose it. It gets stolen. Anything happens to it. Even I would go as far as to say, like, misuse. If I give you a relatively good shaped tool with nothing, like, for the most part wrong with it, and you give me back like a half broke piece of schmidt, then we're gonna have problems. Like, somehow I need to be compensated. You're definitely not borrowing my stuff anymore. Something's got to happen there. And you should be the one to bring it up first. I shouldn't have to bring it up to you and go, oh, hey, you should, do something for this tool that you basically broke or damaged in some form or another. I shouldn't have to bring it up to you. I'm one of those too. I like loaning I don't like loaning my stuff out, but I will, and I have. But yeah, it's real iffy. It's like loaning somebody money. You almost, like, if you loan them something, you assume, like, you're not going to get it back, right? And hopefully that's not the case, but yeah. I haven't looked at it. I knew it's coming. I have tomorrow off. I have some other stuff to do too. Maybe I'll go check it out. Up at if they have it out, they should, at my local Harbor Freight. I haven't been there in a while. No, I haven't needed any tools. Being in the apartment sucks. Sucks horribly. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll get over there and I'll check it out. I mean, my thoughts on it are, it's it depends on the use, right? I'm still a big fan of the 5 drawer cart, especially at work currently, because you got some drawers and stuff. You kind of have a tabletop. I've thrown like a ladder on there, and use that to carry the ladder rather than lugging it everywhere. And some other supplies and stuff on the bottom. There's a use case there, but I will say, like the Sunex style, full drawer tech carts, or whatever you want to call them, have always looked better to me. But it's where you kind of start running into the weight. Like, yes, it's a small toolbox, but then you're still having to push this thing around. I mean, theoretically, somewhere like a mechanic shop or something like that, yeah, like I can see that. You're not going to be moving it like super far from one point to another. But like in my instance now, where I'm like trekking all across the facility with this damn cart, yeah, that it wouldn't be efficient then. It'd be more of a hassle than it was worth. You don't need to take all those tools around with you everywhere you go. So I like the 5 drawer tech cart for my purposes, but anything with more storage. Oh, I didn't even look at the price. Hold on. We'll get over there. We'll go to the old chopping. Where's Harbor Freight? Harbor Freight. What are you calling it? 34-inch cart. 34-inch. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, full bank service cart. Okay. Holy bills in here. I can't cuss. Shit, man. Oh. Oh. Yikes. Jesus. What the? No. 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 And there's none. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's none at my store. So I'm not going to get to go see one in person. But I like green. So let's look. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you can have my location. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so there's picture number 1. Okay, okay, first let's look at this. There's come on, zoom in. There's a knockout plug, grommet, whatever you want to call it. There's a through hole for power. So they're theoretically trying to say there that you're going to charge some stuff in the top of this, which, yeah, maybe. But come on. I do like the side guards, right? Is there a handle on the other side? It kind of looks like there is a handle. Okay, it's still got the same bolt. Dude, it better not have the damn drawer locks on it. Okay, it does have a handle. They're trying to make the casters look cool. Hopefully they're a little tougher, right? Because they're going to have more weight. Okay, yeah, let's make it look like you work on Mustangs. Because everybody's got one of those. Uh-huh. I don't even know if it looks like a Mustang. Yeah, who knows? Somebody knows. I don't know anything, though. Remember? The guy said so. I mean, they're out of their mind at 700. They're out of their mind. And we all know what the status of toolboxes are at Harbor Freight. They never go on sale. They're never, like a coupon. The tech cart, yeah, you can get that for, I'd say, okay, so here's the issue. Has anybody ever seen, oh, there's Scott. What's going on, buddy? Thanks, Scott. I appreciate the vote of confidence and the confirmation there. Yes, I thought it was, but you never know. Like some of the old cars, Mustangs do look a little different than everything else, but some of the Camaros at that time, if you catch the wrong angle, you could, yeah. But they obviously in those pictures had removed the logo from the grill, probably because they didn't want to get in trouble. All right, so anyhow, they're out of their mind at 700. They're out of their mind. If anyone saw CP's video now, I don't, for me personally, I don't, this isn't a great option. But he got, I want to say it was a 5-drawer and then a 4-drawer, and he clustered them together and made this basically out of those two combinations. Now it's like a Frankenstein thing, and you probably lose that upper bank, the flip top area of whichever one's on bottom. I think in his case it was the 4-drawer. So you lose that void there. But, what are you going to do? Unless you want to try to make an access panel in the bottom of one of the drawers. I don't know. But, yeah, you lose it. But he made that. I'm not even going to try to search it because it was one of his earlier videos and I'd have to go back forever. But, yeah, he did that. That was one of the first videos I saw from CP that brought me over to his channel. And that's kind of the idea here. But, okay, so let's look at this then. I always spell it wrong. There's only one N, right? There. Okay, so here's my thing. No, I don't close the pop-up. Tool storage, service cards. Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, yeah. So I know not everybody likes the Lambo doors on the carts, right? And this is just this style. But if you're gonna spend that much money, I would go with one of these. Now, like, these up here are cheaper. I don't know why this website sucks. These up here are cheaper because they don't go all the way to the bottom. Come on, internet. What are you doing? It's 2021. Okay, so this is like a 4-drawer kind of thing. So it's still more along the lines of like an actual tech cart. But you can kind of see this is what Harbor Freight's aiming for, is the SunX quality. And I've said this countless times. The SunX carts are worth the money and they're better than the Harbor Freight. They just are. Hands down. So those don't go quite all the way to the bottom. They call them a 3-drawer, but of course you get that top void. You do have the sliding trays. Get out of here, my crypto miner. But then you get to here. Now again, like I said, I know not everybody likes the butterfly wings. But that's exactly, it might even be made by the same company. This is exactly what Harbor Freight went for. It's got the corner guards. It's very slim, and you have drawers all the way down. These are going to be more expensive. Why did I think they were going to be? Let me hit buy now and see what they want. Yeah, online retailers. Uh, Amazon's got it? Okay, so let's see it on Amazon. What's the price? What's the price? What's the price? Tool storage. Service cards. Come on, Amazon. Actually, I like these a lot. Like this. You got a side tray for your laptop. You got screwdriver storage over here. And, well, that one they're calling, this is still the deluxe. This is $385 for the red. I don't know why the blue is so much more, but I like this. It's still like what, 4 drawers in the top section. I like these a lot. Everybody says they're not as robust as they could be. So the butterfly with the bottom shelf, 3 drawer, it's saying on Amazon $824. Full drawer with a flip top lid. So this is pretty close to what Harbor Freight's talking about. It doesn't seem to have the corner guards. The black one's only $701. Okay, so they're playing the color game too, a little bit, assholes. But then they also have these, which are, they split you up and you have an 8 drawer. Who knows what these were supposed to be as far as price. But they also have a pinup series of these where you can get them with like decals and things. I'm saying price comparison. You want $700 for a Harbor Freight one, right? Here's, now granted, again, they're playing the color game, but here's $701 on Amazon for the black. It doesn't have the bump guards on the side, I guess. Yeah, if you're a mechanic, well, who are we kidding? If you bump into some customer's car, even if it is black plastic or whatever, you're still going to screw it up to some degree. So, whatever. But, like, that's it. For some reason, the colors, and I would be willing to bet they're probably sourced from the same place. I'd almost guarantee it. Quite literally, almost guarantee it. So here's their 4 drawer. It's almost identical to the Harbor Freight. I still like these. Even the 5 drawer service cart is still pretty cool, but the deluxe, that red, I like it a lot. This is a little better, costs a little more maybe because of the drawers, but I think you could still get by with this. This is where it's at. Sudex, I don't care what you say. They make the best carts. We had one of these at my last, not this job, but the job before. These split tops. And, we used it as like a computer desk 99% of the time, but it was still pretty nice. This is what they're doing. They're coming after them now because, and I said it. Are they watching me? Do they really pay attention to me more than I think they do? I think they do, because I said a while back. It's been a long time now, maybe over a year. I said that Sunex carts were better. I've always said this. They cost more, but they're better. But now, if you're looking at this, now again, quit thinking about the freaking colors. That's how they get people. But aside from the colors, you can get the black Sunex, and you might be able to find it cheaper somewhere else. But you can get the black Sunex full drawer for the same price. And then at least you don't have, some U.S. General thing sitting around. You can say you have Sunex. You have something different. Something a little, it's a little more higher end. You're not going to be as ashamed to have that full of snap-on tools. Or at least that's my thinking. Anyways, I like these better. And they have options. Like I said, with the wings and whatnot, these are the service carts. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Why do they do that? Tool storage. They have like actual toolbox? No. Yeah, they're playing the color game a little bit, but if I'm looking at that right, yeah, this has power in it already. Now, again, I think that's more the color game they're playing on the price here. But yeah, it's got the guard style drawer locks. I don't mind these as much. They work a lot better than the little finger things. I like these a lot better. I can deal with these. This one I'm talking about. Just the quality is there. Look, that almost looks like the same caster that Harbor Freight was showing in theirs. So I think, and these corner guards for sure are almost identical. So I think they're being made by the same parent company. That's just what I think. It's the biggest store on here. Factory authorized outlet. Really? Okay, they don't have anything right now. Oh well. So anyway, yes, I will ignore the chat. Jamie's here. What happened? You're live on a Thursday. Nice. Yes. My schedule got messed up this week, and I had to impromptu make it up. I actually put out a video. Scott and Jamie. It is a tool giveaway. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Obviously, a little bit of watch time is always good, but I don't expect it to be like a video for longevity or anything. I'm giving away some of the Flex tools from Lowe's, the new power tool brand. I got the hammer drill and 1/4 inch impact combo set, and I'm giving it away. Oh, Mr. Powerbox 101. Welcome to the stream, sir. How is it when it's just, see, this is what happens. When it seems like it's winding down and there's not much going on, that's usually when everybody comes in. I don't know why it works like that. So, in conclusion, I've said it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Now this is new. I'll give them that. It's new. It's different than anything they've had before. So kudos to that. But they're playing the color game. Let's count. Right now they have the 6 colors. They have the black, the red, the green, the blue, the orange, and the yellow. That's standard. So here soon, once the hype starts dying down, they'll come out with the white, right? They will. Because they have the white tech cart. When they released that, like it was, I don't think anybody like flocked to it, and I don't know why anyone would want a white tech cart, but people bought them. Yeah, there it is. The pretty white. So yeah, that's what they're missing. They're missing the white at the current point in time. So that's got to come into play at some point. That'll come soon. Maybe 6 months or something. They'll release it later like they did. It'll be like them trying to like restore some interest in it once sales go down. If sales ever even go up, I really, unless they put a sale out or a coupon or something to make this, what would I pay for this? The Sun X, I would pay $700 for a black one. I would do that. I think that's worth it. It's for what it is. It's a decent amount of tool storage. But from Harbor Freight, I think 600 is asking them for too much, but 650 still is a little rough. Because think about it, like if you guys remember back, I did that Walmart toolbox video, and at the time it added up to about 600. Now, then it went on clearance. This was the Performax, 36-inch double, so it had the bottom and the top chest with a hutch. Um, so it for what it was in the price, it wasn't bad. And I want to say Cobalt has something that's like almost literally identical for about the same price, if I remember. So anyway, not the greatest thing in the world, but if you're looking at price versus storage, a great deal. So then, if you don't know, once Heart Tools took over, it's, and you know, no fault of their own, I'm sure, it's still the same toolbox. Um, and it's still the same price. It's like the 600 whatever. So, $600 at Walmart. Now, granted, it's Walmart, but now it's a Heart box instead of like some Performax, like kind of off-brand, whatever. It's actually Heart. Now, you can argue whether or not that's demeaning or not. Apparently, Heart is getting a little bit more of a fan base built up. But anyhow, uh, $600 over there gets you a 36-inch two-story with a hutch, which I kind of like the hutches better than this. Now that's not a like a roll around option, but I still have a hard time believing people are going to load this thing down with tools and roll it around a whole bunch. Yeah, they might still, but I don't think so, because you have all this space. You start loading that thing down the way that you mechanics do with all your sockets, and probably like a cordless impact of some kind, and some this and that and the other, some wrenches. It starts to get heavy. This box is probably gonna weigh, it could easily weigh 300 pounds with like just the tools inside it. I think it, somebody loads it right. So yeah, I just don't see you pushing it around that much. And if you're gonna do this, why not just get more storage, and try to stage it in a slightly better place where you're not trying to wheel it around everywhere. What's Bill say? Renegade is giving Bill props. He's saying don't give your tools away. Well, I try to make sure that everybody gets the option. So, as always, all you have to do is go comment on the video. Obviously, like I said earlier, watching some of it would be nice. It's a horrible video though. It's horrible. I filmed it over there. I drove some fasteners, and I listened to this on the video when I was editing it, and in the video editing, it's not that loud. But I know you guys are listening to me. You can probably hear like a little bit of an echo because it's a big empty room. When that impact was going at them decking screws into the 2x4s, it was pretty loud for being in the apartment and everything. So I think I got like 7 screws drove in, and that was about my limit. I didn't want to test it and like piss off my neighbors or anything, so I stopped there. So it wasn't as much of like a hands-on review or anything. Obviously not a long-term one. I just wanted to check out the tools, see what I thought, go over some of the features. Apparently they're getting a lot of hate, probably because they're going after Team Red. That's my idea. They're probably not near as bad as everybody thinks they are, but because they're going after Team Red, of course they're going to get a lot of flack. Hold on, the 44-inch what? There's a 44-inch toolbox? Is there? Oh! Yeah! What? 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 Oh. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, I could see 550. 600's a hard sell. 650 I think is probably what we'd see from them. But yeah, the 44. Oh god. You're right. That's a much better deal. I don't think this is going to go well for them. I really don't. I'm sure. Hold on, let's go. Let's go over to the YouTubes. Where is it? Video, YouTube. Let's go to the YouTubes. I'm sure everybody's already on it. Harbor Freight 34 inch cart. That should get us something. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Dale Lucid. I like him. Okay. He's good. I've seen him around. He used to come around a little bit. I'm sure he's busy. So, yeah, he's done it. Make Something, who, I don't know how big, he's in Toledo. I need to drive up and see him. Figure out what he's doing with his YouTube stuff. He's up by you, Scott. You might want to go check this guy out. Make Something. But he's got it. Oh wait, no, that's the hydraulic table cart that he's talking about. And that's 11 months ago. The 6-inch or 6-drawer roll cart assembly. U.S. General just killed Snap-on. Oh, is that Kuhn? Oh, that's Kuhn. Say what you will about him. And people do. Never been a good channel of mine. I don't know. He like jumps on bandwagons a lot. Add the in cabinet to the tech cart. Yeah, it's still pricey, but that's almost a better option than. Here's the bear. Talking about a full stack. That's what he thought. Oh god, I don't want to give him a view. I want to see this CGI thing that he's got going here. Okay. I don't know who. But okay, so this is like what CP did. This is what I was talking about. I don't know how. Maybe somebody actually made this. I hope they did. But this is kind of like what CP did. This looks a little cleaner than what he had, but yeah, basically this is it, right? They probably cut the top, maybe a little bit, but yeah, you lose that dead space right there where they meet. So you do lose that, and you lose what was left, which isn't much, of the bottom shelf. So it's not ideal, right? It's not ideal. You get more space with the thing that they just made. This is more along the lines of what CP did, except it wasn't 2 5-drawers. It was a 5-drawer and a 4-drawer. I think he had some space on the bottom still. I can't remember. You'd have to go back and look at that. But $800 is just too much. It wasn't even $800. It was $700. Yeah, everybody's. Yeah. I'd go with Sonex or Homac. Homac? I'm sure I've seen their stuff, but the name's not like super ringing a bell. But yeah, see, and this is what we were saying. We were saying the price is too high. And I said Sonex has better carts for the price. And they do. They do. See, and this is what everybody's saying in here. See, I'm a great tool channel. I do know what I'm talking about. That guy, whoever he was, doesn't know anything. But yeah, so I have my ear to the pavement. I know what the people are saying because I'm one of those people. In there, they were saying like 400, 500, maybe, maybe. That's still kind of a big maybe. Triple stack Harbor Freight Tech Cart, Scott. That's true, Renegade. You couldn't unless you went through all the trouble of trying to see if you could connect the. But I still don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I've never busted it open to see. I'm sure you could connect them, but that'd be way more of a pain in the ass than you don't want to have to like Frankenstein some stuff like that together. You know, you don't. You just want to buy it. Yeah, having your own shop's where it's at. I yeah, before too long I'm gonna have to do something because I don't get to wrench on my own cars and it's starting to bother me a lot. A lot more than any of you realize. Ah, the Wera ratchet hammer, hammer ratchet, ratcheting hammer. Yeah, that's that's knowing your market right there. They're like, hey, you want to hit stuff with this? Okay, you can hit stuff with it now. We reinforced it. That's where it's at. I like that. That's a good little set. And this, the quarter inch driver roto flex thing, that's sweet. That yeah, that's definitely nice. My wife says she thinks I'm addicted to buying drills. I don't see a problem. That I see. I think that's a freak right there. Uh, that's definitely a drill. That's a quarter inch. Is that the Quiet Strike? It looks like the Quiet Strike. Zoom! Not on his wife's legs. It kind of looks to me like it is the Quiet Strike. I haven't seen mine in a minute, but that's a drill. That's a drill. These are quarter inch. That's the freak for sure. Yeah, that's not even. They're not even the same tool, man. You gotta make sure she understands. You're buying a bunch of different tools. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing with his ADD on his types because he's got here Milwaukee M18. He's got two Bosches, a Rigid, three DeWalt's, and a Ryobi. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I really don't. I try to stick to just a few. I added the Milwaukee M12 kit because I wanted to have some tools in the apartment. So I have those. Uh, that's here. My Ryobi, the big collection, um, and all of my Cobalt, which is gaining in size, is in storage. So I try to only stay on a couple battery platforms, and then of course like my chemo ratchet and stuff like you can't get away from that, right? Well, but I have the Milwaukee ratchet in that kit, so I mean I have those. I guess I'm starting to get there, but I'm still not this bad. If this is just as drills, what's the rest of his stuff look like? Like it's a hard decision to make because prices change and you know different companies have different sales and things at different times, but attempt like at least attempt to stay on like a battery platform if you can. As a matter of fact, one of my buddies um, watched the Flex Tools video, but he's like, I'm not gonna say he's a fanboy, but he's in Milwaukee, the M18, and he's just like, I don't need the tools, so he didn't comment on the video to enter. He's like, yeah, I watched it, but I didn't comment because I don't need them. Like, give them to somebody else that can use them. I'm knee deep in my Milwaukee. I don't need another battery platform, which is a fair statement. And Princess Jamie says function over beauty. Jamie, you are not. You are not. You're a beautiful woman. And any guy would be lucky to have you, or girl, or whatever it is that you're into. Um, and that's a true statement. You're so much more interesting than like 95% of the women that I see anywhere around on social, that I actually see their social stuff that they post. You're out 4x4 and you're working on motors in your kitchen while you're cooking dinner. It's just, that's not normal. And there's a lot of men and women, I'm sure, the right ones, that appreciate those qualities, I'm sure. If you're single, I guarantee it's by choice. Yeah. Come to Ohio if you want like a. Well, you did come to Pennsylvania. That should have been pretty close. Like, yeah. I mean, did you look around while you were in the Midwest? You're doing a lot better than you think. And we love you regardless. So that's never going to change. So somebody's got their little Nipex uh, miniature bolt cutters, whatever you want to call them. We have some Tecton version of these. They're cheap, but they do the job. They're the mini bolt cutters for like steel cable and stuff, and they work pretty well. I don't like the handles on them. They suck. They suck bad. They're they're literally just like plastic. Like it looks like some kid 3D printed them at home. They're that bad. No, nothing. They suck. So, but they cut okay. So that's where they kind of make up for that. I will say, what else did I get recently that sucks? At work, I lost my Proto 11-in-1 screwdriver. I misplaced it, I guess I should say. Later, months later, somehow I found it. Operations had took it and was holding it captive. Anyhow, so I ordered. I was in the market, right? So I go, and what gets recommended to me was the new WIA 11-in-1 made in USA screwdriver. Now, I see that, and I'm like, okay, it's made in USA. Okay, cool. It's got it's WIA. It should be pretty good. This thing is like this thick. It's huge. Okay? Like not maybe for guys with like really big hands. I am like a medium, glove or whatever. Uh it's just it feels bulky, it feels odd. It's like they tried to kind of form it a little, but it looks like the whole thing just looks half-assed. It feels weird trying to use it, like it's too big. No, it's just not. I no. Once I found my Proto laying around, I stole it back, and I haven't used the WIA since. It's really not my favorite. And that sucks because I like Made in USA. I like WEA. I'd like to support them. Obviously, I did. Actually, I bought two of them, and it's brand new, sitting in a drawer because nobody else needs one. First off, but it's just not super great. Nobody's really interested in busting it out of the package. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen some of them. That's for sure. Yeah, Ohio. I plan on getting the hell out as soon as my kids are of age enough to live their best life. I mean, I'm not gonna like. I mean, I'd like to think I'm not gonna like move across the country. I guess it depends on how well I can interact with them at that point in time. It depends on what they do. If they decide to go off somewhere to college, you know, kind of far off, I guess then it really doesn't matter where I am, right? But yeah, so I got my son's 6, so that's what, like 12 years? Ugh, I'm gonna be an old man. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. I've lived in Ohio my entire life. I, I, I'm not going to say it wasn't a mistake to have kids. The way I had kids obviously is not ideal. But, like, when you have kids, like, okay, that's cool. But then when you get separated and you're like a decent parent, you're not some piece of shit, you can't just like up and leave the state because then you're never going to see your kids. I mean, even if you do, at best, it's going to be like, what, a couple of times a year, maybe? Uh, depending on how far you go. So that's my uh, burden to carry, I guess. But once that situation alleviates itself, I'm getting the hell out. I don't like Ohio. You'll be dead by then. Well, I might be too. That goes back to that little stupid poster thing they were trying to sell me on the internet. Shows you how many weeks you got left under optimal circumstances. I wonder if there's like a disclaimer at the bottom of that poster, like caution, like warning, you may not actually make it to the bottom of the poster. This is not guaranteed life cycle or something. I'm sure there's something on there that kind of says that, like, yeah, you might not make it the whole way through. Anyhow, back to the super fun. Does anyone. Didn't we see something like this, like, a couple weeks ago? And it was like a rivet? This is legitimately a hex. It's Allen key. I think they're trolling. That's the only thing I can come up with at this point. I think these people are trolling. And that's what, yeah, I think they're trolling. They have to be. I hope they are. Because if that's the case, then you don't need to be on our tools. You don't know what you're looking at. If you're looking at that, then you don't even need. I tried using a screwdriver. It doesn't work. Did you ever play that little thing as a kid? We all had it, most of us. The little play school thing where you put the blocks in like the little ball. That's the lesson you never learned, is how to make things fit. You got to make them fit. Figure it out. Hell, even if you have the right flathead screwdriver, you might be able to get lucky and get it out. But come on now. What the hell? Custom set of handles for his post hole digger. Oh, that's rich. I wonder how they're gonna hold up. I'm just guessing here. They probably have a little more flex than they should. I'm just guessing. They do look like they get pretty thick up towards the top, but come on, man. What are you doing? They sell handles at the store, and I don't even think they're that well. The cost of wood was up, so I guess maybe that's where this came in, came into play. He didn't want to buy the wood. Trying to get to Lancaster, huh? That shouldn't be too hard. Well, that's a little bit of a drive for you, though. Not so much for me. That would only be probably like 6 hours or less. Like 6 hours, probably in the worst case. The baby Nipex. Little baby Nipex. Maybe one day. I think they're kind of too small to be useful for most things. That's just my guess. It's like one of those things you buy and it just sits in a drawer. New Toolbox Tuesday. That's nice. See, that's where your money's at, right there. That's something nice. You can be proud of that. And go pay Snap-on prices for a 34-inch service cart. That's, y'all are crazy. Ain't nobody buying that. And I don't. Does anybody have an update on how the Icon stuff is doing at Harbor Freight? I've been out of the loop. Anybody hearing things or people buying those overpriced toolboxes yet? I don't think they are. I think that's doing just as bad as that service cart's about to do. Harbor Freight's not. They're trying to, and I said this a while back. They're trying to push themselves up out of the cheap tools market, and that's not what people want. That's why Harbor Freight exists, is cheap tools. Now, I'm not going to hate on them for trying to have some quality options, but they're trying to make money, a lot of money, on the quality options, which we all know are not up to the price points that they're trying to charge. I still don't think the Icon stuff is priced right. I don't think some of the Doyle stuff is a little on the expensive side. Sometimes they've been putting some of those on sale. So that's iffy. But all these newer brands, man, it's just quite literally a money grab. Like, the quality may be incrementally better, but it's not by leaps or bounds or anything. Chances are it's definitely not equivalent to its counterparts of a similar price. All right, guys, it's a little after 10 o'clock. I've been on here for about 2 hours. I'm going to cut it off here, grab another beer, relax a little bit for the evening. I haven't done that much since I got home. We will talk soon. The winner of the giveaway will receive a reply on Saturday. I'm not going to wait long. I'll give them some time, a few hours. Hopefully they see it. If they don't, I said this in the video, I'm going to have to move on to, redrawing and going on to the next person, because I can't wait too long, because I want whoever to get that lifetime warranty. So, that will happen on Saturday. I'll try to make it in like the early afternoon so that, people will be awake, hopefully, and see the notification. Give the winner a chance. But I'll give it maybe 2 hours. If I haven't heard from the person in like 2 hours, then I'll move on to the next, because by, yeah, probably like Sunday after work, if the UPS store is open, which they should be, um, I need to get them out. Definitely at the very latest by like Monday, I have to get them out. So, anyhow, I will stop comparing their tools to Snap-on because they aren't even close. Yes, this is true. Oh, God. And now their prices are starting to compare to Snap-on too, which is ignorant at best. So anyhow, yeah, I already have the address. I'll just send them on down. That's how it'll go. Anyhow, guys, I will talk to you soon for sure next Wednesday, and then we'll go from there. And by that point, hopefully, I have not only announced the winner, but chose the winner and received a reply, and the tools will be on their way. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, guys, thanks for stopping by as always and hanging out with me. I will see you guys soon. Take care of yourself.